Yeah, of course. I'd like start my topic with announce how the sanctions continue distribution against Russia, Russian institutes, Russian personality. Of course, the Boston process was closed. This is obviously when the science, culture, education is becoming exited of the humanitarian process which have cover Union Nation or so UNESCO in who are close. And certainly, the personal sanctions of it's very interesting how the sanctions put on the, for example, Alina Kabaeva, Maria Zakharova, etc. Small people. So the first part of my topic will be the situation around Ukraine. So the Ukraine story is Ukraine story uh, overcoming the 100 days and American um, have amazing how the Kremlin is silent. So the and, mass Russian patriots and the fighters of the national interest and who had report the victory Russia in the Ukraine mm, have a biggest mistake when suppose that the Russian Z forces had struggled, fight against the Kiev. It's a very biggest mistake, and that Russia had a military operation against all of the West. For example, um, uh, Sweden, who until no membership, non-membership as a NATO, to bring military help, not humanitarian, military help for all the sum of about the 300, maybe $400 million. Even Spain, which very far from Ukraine, the continent of Europe, this country located more west, are going to the Saint Ukraine German tanks Leopard. And totally right now the Ukraine diplomacy have a task to the collect all Soviet weapons of the former Warsaw Treaty. Due to the weak getting NATO weapon allows to the forget Ukrainian soldiers of the Soviet weapon. And certainly the rather than Russian President Putin accord with the turning time this situation. But I must to tell today we have information how the Ukraine forces have counterattacked in the Severodvinsk, Severodonetsk certainly, and 20% returned back to the power of the Kiev official. Oh, Jesus. And before the second part of my topic, I'd like to tell how the 4 days celebration in UK's Queen Elizabeth II. Very very biggest story have a significance for the joint and strong UK nation. All Queen families show that the unity and organizing of the world over the world, and this is a celebration, very very matter for the government under the leadership Prime Minister Her Majestic Boris Johnson and the Tory Party. The second, Jesus, the second part of my topic over the continue the sanctions against Russia. Sanctions continue, and the background of how the Mercedes-Benz will leave Russia. The Russian car industry is very bad. They fell down only Tolyatti plant consists of 84%. This is terrible. This is crazy. If will be data fell would be 20, maybe 25%. It's not amazing. But 84%. Jesus. So the previously year, Russian car industry nothing to do for the so-called importation machine. I don't know how the Mars speak words and no nothing to do. Also the picture in another benchmark of the car industry. But this background, even the Korean car have losses in the Russian market. Just China's car have a Russian have a Russian success as it was previously period. Jesus, and totally, and the original details of the kind cars and reserve systems for the bomb and chairs and seat chairs and the last. Those will I'd like to advise the car owners to the insurers their car due to will be still reserve details. This still of the reserve details from the original car in the Russia. So mostly people, mostly drivers, live are living cars at the night for the night near the home, near the house. And totally the damage of the no the consumer of the parking for the payment will be increasing in the Russia. And and the last conclusion, Bulgaria today we have information how the Bulgaria got the first tanker oil ship with the American oil. And so but the grain from Ukraine will be deliveries to the North Africa since via the territory Moldavia, Romania, and via the ports of Constanța, Varna, and the above I told about the necessary to the acceleration to supplies a Soviet weapon to the Ukraine from the former membership of the Warsaw Authority. And so, if the Ukraine grain from the Donetsk and Lugansk Oblast was stolen, had been steal and will draw to the Russia at agricultural textiles, trucks, and others. So Ukraine forces made with the steel the military munitions from the Pridnestrovье. It's not a matter. Jesus. This is a light for the user. Be just reserves of the post-Soviet techniques from the Moldavia, from the conflict Moldavia on the 1992. So thank you. Why?